Number 205, Amanda, down.
Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Amanda. Some people call me AJ. I am a Canadian lifetime natural bodybuilder and a full-time natural bodybuilding and lifestyle coach. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the freaking vlogs. If this is your first time joining us, we do a bunch of hot, funky, fresh things here. And by that, I mean I live my bodybuilder best life and I document it for the world to enjoy. Well, I'm using the world as a quite generous descriptor. I document it as for whoever decides to watch on these videos decides to enjoy. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a nice little beverage or sugar-free snack. Let's sit down and let's get to the day, shall we? No good morning starts until you have a good cup of espresso. If you know me, you know that I'm a big Nespresso girly. Realistically, the morning started bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at around 5:30 this morning. I went down to do my cardio. I'm currently in my reverse phase. Many weeks post-show am I? I'm just over 2 weeks post my last show. I did 3 shows this year, all 2 weeks apart. Basically, in the span of 6 weeks, I did 3 shows. Not me over-explaining myself like always. I'm 2 weeks post-shows. We are not doing any more shows this year. Absolutely not. Amanda is tired. Amanda is trying to recalibrate. Amanda is trying to re-regulate. I have been going through bouts of feeling super dysregulated, and that's not necessarily a physical health thing per se, but it's more of a mental and emotional health dysregulation that has impacted my physical ability to, fully show up and be present. Of course, there's also the exhaustion that comes off of being, post many shows. My intention this year wasn't to do so many shows. My intention was to do 1 show and see how it went, and things went really great. This year ended up being pretty fun. Of course, we transitioned from wellness into bikini, which is freaking crazy, but here we are, and so far I'm loving it. So far I'm really enjoying the new style of training. We've managed to work food up on training days to 1800. On rest days, I'm currently eating 1500. Cardio, I'm doing 5 days a week for about 30 minutes. Pretty chill protocol, slow and steady in terms of recovery, but that's what you want when it comes to a reverse. You can't just pick up and go balls to the walls because your metabolism is so incredibly sensitive. And a lot of people, I think, will go through an experience where they have something negative happen around food or consumption habits and they gain a lot of weight post-show. Truthfully, that does so much damage to your metabolism that trying to pull that weight off anytime soon is not a great idea. If that is you, if that is the case, if you had a really difficult post-show and you did put on a lot of weight, my top suggestion there is let yourself chill out, sit around in a maintenance for 2 or 3 months, and then try to go into a fat loss phase. If you try to go back into prep style dieting and high cardio, your body's not going to be responsive. It's going to be too much of a stressor. Well, anyways, not sure what I'm rambling on about. Today is by my means, it's not a very interesting day. It's a standard Amanda bodybuilding day. Phil is my boyfriend. He is downstairs doing his workout now. When he comes back up, I will make some breakfast for the 2 of us. Have work today. I've got 2 posing clients later this afternoon, and I'm doing some laundry. So let's have fun together today. Okay, I made Phil a really special breakfast this morning. Phil has been having major flavor fatigue because his coach gave him Gatorade, so his taste buds have been absolutely fried. Anytime I make him something sweet, he's like, I don't taste anything. But if I make him something savory, he tastes stuff. What I did was, instead of his morning cream of rice, I did one of his daily make bagels. And then I split up his fats. Instead of peanut butter, I did butter and avocado. Eggs, I made them a traditional Moroccan style, except we didn't have the Moroccan seasonings, so I improv. It's called shashushka. Shashushka.
Yeah.
Shashushka. And I cooked them well because Phil likes his eggs
It looks really good.
well cooked. Yeah, so essentially you like cook the tomatoes down to make like a tomato sauce.
Well, it's actually really good.
Yeah, you flavor the sauce. Usually you would use more traditional seasonings, but I just used what we have. You could put a little piece of it like on the avocado with like the bagel, like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, put the egg on the bagel. Some bites with avocado, some bites with butter. And of
Oh, that's
course,
really good.
yeah, you can eat it however you want. Like it.
Yeah. Use code AJLIFTS at the grocery store.
What do they save on? Eggs?
Yeah.
Bro, code AJLIFTS.
That would be
Work
sick.
for eggs. That is Phil's breakfast. Meadow will make hers now. That's gonna be sweet though. You're welcome. I thought you'd like it. Amanda's meal one, what you're all here for is the fun that is also Amanda's food. This morning, I'm doing the exclusive Elevate carrot cake. For that, y'all can actually use code AJLIFTS. This will save you money. If you do the bundle pack of 5, so you do 5 flavors, or you could do the same flavor 5 times, you'll actually get 20% off with that code, and you'll get free shipping. Elevate carrot cake, 20 grams of pumpkin puree in here with a little bit of pumpkin spice seasoning, cooked down 50 grams of peaches, and we have 20 grams of PB2. You would have saw that I made the cream of rice on the stove this morning, and I whisked in some egg whites. The key with that is to literally not stop stirring and to not cook it on a crazy high heat. That way the egg whites don't burn and the cream of rice does not stick to the bottom of the pan. We're gonna sit outside with Phil, eat our first meal, and enjoy a little bit of nice weather. The weather's been super fleeting, so it's a little bit chilly.
He's always slow.
Yesterday afternoon, I had a new client onboarding completed. I hadn't yet filmed the onboarding video, and I was in posing client calls from 4 until 5:30, which means that this morning's first priority in relation to work is to make sure that I get this client onboarded appropriately. I have a little bit of time before Phil and I head on off, so I'm going to do that quickly right now. Welcome to your first ever official, unofficial check-in feedback and onboarding video. We're going to get an idea for how you receive feedback with your check-ins and some general onboarding things from where you are to where you want to be, and for us to embark on this journey here together. Not only in this assessment phase do I want to see how you're moving, but I also want to take a look at intensity, keeping in mind essential movements for longevity and good quality of life. I do ask that you send me a message. That way we are opening up the portal of communication where Phil got his glasses. Well, he didn't actually get them. He just put in the order for them. My mom asked me to pick up some bread. We're going to Toronto this upcoming weekend. I have an appointment in the city on Monday. Amanda picked up some egg whites. I'm going to take care of a little bit of laundry, coffee, go to the bathroom, and then the day proceeds. Oh, then I guess I'll be making my pre-workout meal, and we're gonna go train some glutes today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my pre-workout as well as my intra. I got some work done, some video edited and uploading now. Phil is working. Phil has chicken and rice, so he is good. He is okay. Pre-workout, I'm going with the Non-Stim Pre-HD Elite in the pink lemonade flavor. While I train today is 1 scoop of the Intra HD and raspberry lemonade. And if I can find it, I'm gonna combine that with 1 scoop of the EAA in the peach flavor. I didn't have this for a couple of days and now I've got it back again. So my intra is going to be extraordinary. Let's go get a glute pop.
I've been thinking about your love tonight. I've been thinking thinking about your love tonight. Two hearts gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be the one to treat you right. Two-step in me, baby, slide, slide. I've been thinking about your love tonight. Two hearts gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be the one to treat you right. Two-step in me, baby, slide, slide. I've been thinking about your love tonight. I just wanna be the one to treat you right. I've been thinking about your love tonight. Two hearts gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be the one to treat you right. Two-step in me, baby, slide, slide. About your love tonight.
Y'all, I am not gonna lie. That was a struggle. I'm disgustingly sore, preposterously sore. My glutes, my hams, my quads. I haven't even trained quads. Calves. I woke up the other morning with a major calf cramp. My legs are super crazy sore. My whole body is tired. I'm still going through training sessions with zero pump. Honestly, I feel like I'm just getting through training sessions right now. I'm not training. I am going through the motions, and that's okay. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes we have to go through a little phase. We just check the boxes, simply go through the motions. We continue to trust that we will have better days. Better days will come. I'm very much looking forward to the day where training is good again. It's not today. Hopefully tomorrow. I came home. I had a little post-workout meal. Made Phil some meals as well. He was in a meeting like almost all afternoon. I think he's currently taking a second to decompress and chill. It's been a busy day for him. It's been a more chill day for me though. I'll say that. Currently making some chicken. I'm gonna munch on a quick Greek yogurt with berries meal that I rest in the freezer for a jiff. I like my Greek yogurt a little bit frozen. 2 posing clients. And we chillin' today. We hardcore chillin' today. Good. Just hitting that glute puff up with the hands. A lot of action up here, but I want up here. We're gonna bring the elbows in first and then flick those hands out. All right, ladies, face the back. 4 steps to the front. Come for me. You need to bring the right foot slightly to your left. And I want you to twist so that this front part of your bikini is completely hidden. Good, but keep that right knee kicked out. Pull that shoulder down. And pull that elbow back. Yes, and slightly turn that left knee inward. Posing clients are done. I'm going to make some chicken and rice for Phil, fish and rice for Amanda, and a little fish and rice salad. And then what are we doing the rest of this evening, Phil? Rotting. We're doing absolutely, positively nothing. I have all my steps in. I think he needs to chill. He woke up at Amanda's time today, and Phil has been very tired today. Yeah. Oh. The vlog loves the Phil energy. Phil's like, I don't have the Phil energy. He's got the Arya energy. I'm gonna make us some food and I'll chat with you guys in the morning. Good morning, y'all. It is 5:45 in the morning. Slept in a little bit today. Set alarms. I just let myself kind of wake up whenever my body wants to wake up. I'm currently all set up to do my morning check-in. I've been checked in with my coach now for 8 days. Last week I did a check-in on Tuesday. This week he had scheduled it for Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Let's do our check-in. Last week I was 118.2. My weight just now was 117.9. And I have no idea what I look like. Honestly, I have been so cold these last couple weeks of my reverse that I don't feel like I get to ever enjoy how I look because I'm constantly bundled up trying to keep warm. And then when I'm in the gym, because I don't get a pump again, I don't particularly enjoy how I look, or I don't even really know how I look. Seeing myself in this check-in will be the first time I actually have a good idea for, well, what I look like. Enough yapping, let's take some pictures.
Wishes on satellites, Used to stay up at night, hoping one day that the stars would align.
So that is check-ins. I just don't really feel super hot and fresh and funky. I can't even really pretend. I definitely go through times in the day where I have my upward moments. There are many times of the day, and majority of my day is not particularly energized right now. We'll see what my coach says, because my weight is still like practically unchanged from last check-in, even though we did increase food last week. Our goal is to really keep things super tight this off season. I don't imagine him being crazy generous driving food, given that we have a goal to stay super tight. But we do have my weight capped at 130, and that means we still have another 12-ish pounds to kind of play with. We have 12 pounds to play with over a period of time, right? It's not 12 pounds from now until the end of September. It's 12 pounds from now until, well, whenever we prep next. Last off season, my weight got up to 148. Yeah, we're not going to do that this year. But my calories were up to like almost 3,000 calories per day. That was quite awesome. I did enjoy that. I'm putting together my morning drink before I go and do my fasted cardio. 2 scoops of Gluta HD, 1 scoop of creatine, and a scoop of the HD greens in my favorite flavor. This is the pineapple mango flavor. I'm not going to lie though, I have been thinking about the citrus. I left it at my parents' house, and I'm going to my parents' house this weekend. I'm low-key a little bit excited to have the citrus again, like change up the flavor. Keep it fun, keep it fresh, keep it interesting. But, when we're yapping, I'm gonna go and do my cardio. Where I last left y'all off, truthfully, I ain't got a single dang clue, but it's been a good day. It's been a relatively productive day. My books means it's been a good day. Amanda's eating all her standard little bodybuilder girl meals. I had an upper body training session, so we smashed some shoulders as well as abs. I had a meal, just waiting for Phil to be done work so he can come with me to the mall to pick up an order from Bath & Body Works, because Amanda subsided and she bought a bunch of candles. Ooh, I was listening to a podcast that was talking about content creators and when they're in a funk and not posting when they're in a funk, and then after they come out of the funk they start posting about how they were in a funk. And although it's relatable and it kind of adds that element of person to the human content creator, the girl was making a point in the podcast of talking about how when people are in the funk, they do that thing where they disappear and then they come back, they talk about the fact that they were in a funk, but they never really show the funk. And y'all, I have been in a funk. I have been in a hard funk. My whole system has felt majorly dysregulated. I don't know if that's obvious from my videos that things are kind of off, and it can be really hard as somebody who's not only in the media but also somebody who is a coach to feel like I have to have every single element of my life together all of the time. I have to feel great. Everything has to always be aligned, and trust me, I'm always working towards that alignment. I know that things are slightly off, and I think that awareness alone is what will continue to help me get back into my flow state. But if you've noticed that Amanda's energy is up, down, left, right, inside out, that is because I'm just going through a little bit of a funky phase. This reverse has been unlike any other reverse before, and that's always how reverses are gonna go. You can't compare your own reverse to your other reverses, and you certainly can't compare your reverse to anybody else's. Giving myself grace this year has been gosh dang hard. It's been hard every single year, but it's a different kind of hard that really opens up the portal for me to learn more about myself and how my body and my mind responds to different elements and yada yada yada. I'm not coming on here to say that I'm out of my funk. I'm not out of my funk. I'm still in my funk. I'm figuring out how to navigate my funk. And if you are also in a funk, I'm sending you good energy. I'm sending you ease. I'm sending you flow. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. We are going to get out of this funk. We're going to do it together. We're going to get back into our flow state. Things are going to be okay. We can still be in a funk and still be optimistic. Funky times will end. Take a shot of pre-workout every single time I say funk. You are not welcome. You are now severely over-caffeinated. Whew, that is some hard truth about Amanda and realistically where she is, where her head is. I've always said when my body is extremely sore, everything else in my life seems to get thrown out the window, and I've been painfully sore. Not that I'm saying that That's exactly why my mind is all messed up. But mind and body are super connected. It makes sense. I'm hoping that as my recovery continues to improve, everything else will continue to improve as well. But when it's hard to stand up, when it's hard to sit on the toilet, when you have to talk yourself into taking a shower, yeah, that makes things feel a little bit extra difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we did our physique update this morning. We had our check-ins with our coach. He increased my food. I did an off meal last week with Phil. Him and I got sushi. We're gonna do another off meal this upcoming weekend. We're gonna go to Copacabana near kind of like where my parents live. Are going down on Saturday because Amanda has an early morning appointment in Toronto on Monday. I'm looking forward to the off meal. She's gonna be a good one. But aside from that, nothing else has really been off plan. Girls just sticking to what works, you know. Eating a lot of rice, chicken, a lot of cream of rice. I'm eating a lot of creamies. I am definitely happy that my coach has increased my food. Hopefully that's going to help with recovery, sleep. What else am I hoping that it helps? Hoping that it helps get digestion freaking moving. That ish has been slow. And by slow, I mean slightly on a halt. Red light kind of vibes. Anyways, that was kind of it for the update from my coach. Matter of managing stress and recovery. Conversation with one of my clients this morning from her check-in. She's only a week more post-show than I am. She was talking about the same thing, how she's just got major DOMS. That's delayed onset muscle soreness, aka you train super hard, you're in major pain and you're mega sore. And I had to remind her, I said, girl, you are still only a few weeks post-show. We do not need to be in the gym at 150 capacity. Our bodies are still sensitive. Our bodies are still recovering from show. It doesn't take a lot to drive stimulus because you're now eating food and you are training with a little bit more energy than what you were previously training with. It is okay for us to be a few weeks post-show and to take it a little bit easy. It's okay. That's fine. You guys would probably be super interested in a candle haul. After I pick up the Bath & Body Works candles, I will give you a candle haul. Good morning, y'all. It's the next day. We're currently looking at what time? 4:58 in the morning. Bright-eyed and bushy freaking tailed. Let's get the day started. I was exhausted last night, so I did not do the Bath & Body Works haul that I had promised y'all that I would do. Today is full of opportunity, so we will do it today. Not me, just all up in your grill. Hello, good morning. I'm just gonna grab my greens and go off to do some cardio. I'm a major sucker for cold greens in the morning. When Amanda is smart, when Amanda plans, when she's prepared, she's a genius and she leaves her water bottle in the fridge overnight. Bang, genius. As a part of yesterday's update with my coach, he also wanted me to reintroduce like some really rich fiber sources. So yesterday I added chia seeds. I swapped out one of my rice meals for sweet potato. And then I also picked up this amazing organic Napa kimchi. So you guys, I live right around the corner from this really amazing natural organic biologic store. To crew organic kimchi and spicy Napa, fermented and raw vegetables. The thing that I like about this one so much is it doesn't have onion. For some reason, the average kimchi that you'd get at like Walmart or Costco, they all have onion in them. Onion does not agree with me at all, but this one did not have onion, and it had a really nice hint of spice. If you are not new to the vlog, Amanda loves spicy food. If you happen to ever see this in your grocery store, I recommend it, and it has my stamp of approval. On the topic of things that have my stamp of approval, creatine, 5 grams every single day. Glutamine, 10 grams every single day. And greens HD and pineapple mango, 1 scoop. You know the drill, every single day. Greens HD is one of the newer products to HD. This covers everything and more than a multivitamin, and your absorption rate is going to be greater increased because your ability to break down a powder is going to be much more simplified. Some people have issues breaking down capsules. I'm not somebody who particularly has that issue. Capsules that HD uses are bioavailable. However, if you're looking for a one-stop shop, something super easy that you can drink every single day to make sure you get all of your daily vitamins and minerals, Greens HD, that's going to be your baby. I have 30 minutes of fasted cardio to go off into. I was running, but my body, however,
My body was not loving running. At such a low recovery rate, I was having a really difficult time managing runs, managing training days. I woke up the other morning with the most severe Charlie horse I've ever experienced in my entire life. That is why Amanda switched from running to doing the elliptical again. All cozied up. I will meet you guys back here in just a minute. Good morning, good morning. I know we've already said good morning, but Amanda's morning starts after she eats. I'm gonna eat a quick meal before I get cracking on client check-ins and all that sort of jazz for the day. Some mornings I wake up with 0 messages from clients, and other days everything in the entire universe is exploding. And this is one of those mornings where I've got 15 plus messages. I need to respect that my workday does not start until 8:30. I know that those notifications are there, but it is okay if Amanda eats her first meal before she gets cracking on work, right? Yes, it's okay. I've been doing this the last couple of days. It is so good. I do 30 grams of pumpkin puree with the carrot cake elevate, a little dash of pumpkin spice seasoning. The other day I had a peach, so I was doing a little bit of peaches with that. But now I have some apple. I have 30 grams of apple that I'll chop up to add, and a little bit of real, not powdered, real peanut butter. Lunch back meal 1 and get back to some clients.
Phil went off to the gym, but he placed a giant grocery order for us. Well, like I say us, but honestly, it's mostly him. He eats so much, y'all. He's in his bulk right now, so he's burning through everything. Carbs, carbs, protein, protein, more protein. Not a very interesting haul. Still, lots of stuff nonetheless.
Pack this all into the fridge and freezer. Boom. Let's put all this stuff away, shall we? Such a privilege. My job, I'm able to take breaks like this and do these sorts of things. If not, like when would these things get done for me? Truly, Phil and I, we just be essentially living together. And it's nice that I can manage the household, also fulfill full-time commitment of bodybuilding lifestyle, my job. Amanda promised you a Bath & Body Works haul. She didn't deliver. She's here to deliver. You're welcome. Okay, I really just got candles. I got Vanilla Cafe body spray that is living in my car. If you're ever wondering what I smell like or what my spaces smell like, the answer is vanilla, cinnamon, warm scents. I love a good warm scent. I also needed a body wash, and I picked up the Vanilla Romance body wash. Other than that body wash and that one spray, I just got candles. Are we ready to see all of the beautiful scents that Amanda picked out? Pumpkin cinnamon bun, coffee and whiskey. 2 candles of the pumpkin pecan waffles. This is the most iconic fall scent. If you've smelt it, then you already know how good pumpkin pecan waffles is. Autumn chai, pumpkin s'mores. If I didn't already state, fall and Christmas scents are my favorite. A day at the cafe that I've never had before, whipped honey and vanilla. Oh my God. If you didn't know, if you're trying to smell a candle, you can smell the lid. I'm gonna pack these all the way. Okay, ice maker. I'm gonna put them in the closet. That way, every time I open the closet, I get little wafts of good smelling stuff. I do have a candle burning right now, but it's just the vanilla bean Noel. I'm gonna make my pre-workout meal. I will show y'all, and we can wrap this video up. I think she's getting kind of long. Anyone doing prep cardio right now is screaming, no, it's not too long. Make it longer. Anyone watching while they're eating a meal, you're probably getting to the end of your meal. But if you already munched your meal, you're probably eating your meal too fast. Slow down while you eat. Pre-workout meal before we head on off to train yet again, glutes. This will be my last day at this little cheapo gym before I head home to train at my hometown gym for a couple of days. Pre-workout meal is 35 grams of the coconut cream pie elevate cream of rice, 75 grams of chicken, and 15 grams of almond butter. Rank some salt on that because it's our pre-workout meal. Make sure you are salting your pre-workout meals and all of your meals, but especially your pre-workout meals. As I wrap up this video, I think it is only fitting to end off, chat maybe a little bit more about what I was kind of getting to yesterday, being out of my flow, feeling not super in my element. Did want to take a moment to share that I know I am extremely privileged. I am self-employed. I have the luxury where I love my job and I can choose where to live, do my job from anywhere else in the world, and I'm my own boss. That is freaking huge, but it can still
be hard for me to be in a funk and to express my funk because of my job, and feeling as though it puts a certain perception on me because I am a coach. Whatever I'm going through does not ever impact how I show up as a coach. I'm fully capable of separating what I'm going through personally and what I'm doing professionally in my business. I need to get over that little bit of a fear and continue to be the honest, most raw version of Amanda that I've always been on the internet, where I am just a human on the internet, right? Me making this content, this moment where I'm talking to you on the camera, I am not working. I am living within my personal life. I would never want to tell myself or tell this universe that there's anything within my realm that I am ungrateful for, because believe me, I am extremely, extremely grateful for this life that I have built. Also, needing to take a moment to give myself grace and reflect on how gosh dang hard I worked to put myself in this position and build myself up to this place. I've worked the 14-hour days. I've done the multiple jobs. I've done labor jobs, corporate jobs. I've done a lot to get myself into this position. And here's your daily reminder that if you are not actively changing something, you are choosing something, and you have the choice to make a change. With that said, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. I can't believe you watched this video. If you made it this far into the video, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know that you're still here. Like, turn on the bell notification, and subscribe to the channel so that you can follow along for the journey. Again, I love you, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Goodbye.